All right, let's change lanes now to cricket. Big call. I don't like I said. I like this bloke just because he's so good. Simple question: should Steve Smith be skipper again?
He's a Rooster supporter too, isn't he, Brad?
Mate, there's my answer. He's a Rooster supporter. Get him straight up there. What do you think, Luke? You and John are the cricket man. From a general fan point of view,
he'll be captain again for sure. Usually.
But what gets him in?
Should he be? Like I'm going to answer your question. I don't think he should be, ever.
Oh.
He's triggered.
I like the bloke. I like the bloke, but mate, we as Australian cricketers needed to be held to a different standard. All right.
Like AB de Villiers, what did he get? A slap on the wrist. He got a slap on the wrist.
No, when did Andrew become Skip Bayless all of a sudden?
I don't care about what other countries do. I care about us, about our integrity. We're sullied. His career is sullied now. Like, he's a great player. He's like the best since Bradman, yes, but like he's still going to be known as the fucking sandpaper cheat. And that hurts his legacy. It hurts his legacy. It doesn't matter because he was such a high profile.
It's like when you get out of it.
I don't disagree with that. I think that's 100%. His legacy will always be affected. That's no question. Him and Warner too. Remember, like that. They're probably two of the best. They're probably going to go in as probably top 15 Australia's greatest players of all time, maybe.
But where do
as a unit?
Where do you rank Smith now, Luke?
He has to finish first. I reckon he's in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
But to put him over guys like, Waugh and like I got a soft spot for Steve Waugh. I love the great man. I dead set term for Steve Waugh. I love him.
A menage a trois with Jake Trbojevic and Steve Waugh.
So I got obviously I never saw Don play, so that's the Don's going to be number one. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way it is. Yeah. You got SK, you got Warne, McGrath, Punter.
Yep.
Then you got Steve Waugh, and you probably got Steve Smith.
Yeah.
So would that be about the same as you guys?
Yeah.
Are we talking the whole of Australian history?
Yeah, whole of Australian history.
No, this is the world, mate.
Hard. It's too hard. You guys have had too many good cricketers.
Mate.
Yeah, see, mate, have you guys looked up Hunter's record? Like, Hunter's record's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
But is that...
But yeah.
Yeah.
What about...
There's no Brendan McCullum anyway, John.
Well, I like, obviously, taking into account the Aussies who had to battle like an AB.
What about...
Because that seems rare for you guys.
What about... Okay, so Warney... like, this is what I've seen. This is... when I scroll through my phone, Warney picking his best teams of Australian teams. I'm sure he hasn't picked Steve Waugh in any of them.
That's a gender.
No, he did. He did. Yeah. He did. That was what everyone talked about. They're like, oh, you finally picked Steve Waugh, your mate. And he's like, yeah, I had. He like basically caved in.
So why didn't he pick him in his Ashes team?
You're 100% right. He didn't put him in. He's like, oh, no, I don't like him. He's a fuckwit.
Mate, just quietly, how good are those tours of Warney's house been? I think, who did it first? I think Fox League did it first, but then every person's like, oh, we got to get a Warney tour of his drinks. Oh, Warney, you got a bar and a stripper pole, you mad dog. Oh, sick. Show us again.
I'll throw this back at you, Mr. Skip Bayless. If he's not captain, then who is?
I'm happy with Payne.
Yeah, but he's not. 2 years from now, he's not going to be the captain. So who's going to be the captain?
Let's worry about that in 2 years. At the moment,
No.
Honestly,
You don't need to fire your shots off. You answer a question.
Luke, is it though?
You captain in next Ashes. Next Ashes, who's the captain?
Pat Cummins.
Oh,
your best player. Your best player. Ricky, mate, this is a Ricky Ponting directive. You put your best player as captain. Who's our best player?
Have you got
it's not Steve Smith.
Name me a big time bowler captain for a cricket side.
Mate, that's what we do. We just invent. We innovate.
I'm waiting. Name me a bowling test captain. Name it.
Was he Akram?
Was he Akram?
Excellent.
Was he Akram?
Yeah.
Where's my post?
Hadley? Was Hadley a bowler?
No, he wasn't the captain.
No.
Go, Malman. You've been left in the sidelines. Go, champ.
No.
When you say stupid, triggering stuff.
It's like Luke's failing to see. It's like a bad relationship, right? Like you, you know, she was or he was a great person, and then they're like, "Oh, do you want to get back together?" You're like, "Nah, it's just better to leave it in the past."
But what initiates that? Like, when's their next test? When are they playing next? I know they play all year round. That's why I can't follow it. But is it just sorry T-Pain, Smitty's back, or is it we lose a game and they go, oh well, throw him under the bus, Smitty's gonna rescue us, or do they just make the decision now and go, oh, Smith's back?
No, they'll wait now because they've been successful.
To go back to my dying analogy, Brad, I mean, Smith scores a lot of runs. There's always something attractive to look back at, but you can get blinded by that.
You got the blinkers on, mate.
Just remember what's happening when you're not just out there scoring runs. There's other stuff happening in back in the. Yeah, okay. Analogy's done.
Great gear.